So this is the beautiful front window that most people get to see when they walk by the store. And you actually can see it much better from outside the store than even right here, just because they're on a lower level. So they actually see the bottom shelf pretty close to eye level. So that's kind of really fun. And so we had quite a few things sell off of this shelf. We had a nice bowl that was similar to these orange stoneware pots as what they actually are. You can use them in the microwave and you can cook in them. And we even have the mini ones back here for soup bowls. But we sold a really nice, pretty big bowl there. And then we sold one of our fall decor blanket quilts. Some cool things that we sold also. We're going to also shout out to everybody here in just a little bit. So go ahead and say hello. While we're live, you can always give a coffee and soda donation. So a super chat donation if you just appreciate this stream. But this is also a question and answer time for resellers. So if you have any kind of question and answer time or questions about how we do our business, what we do and things like that, and you want some insights, it's always easier to answer verbally than to try to email or text. So it's better to clarify one-on-one back and forth with a live stream. So that's why we always do these live streams on Saturday. Hopefully you guys have been loving the unboxings that we've been doing. So we got a lot of fun stuff that's going to be on the fire sale. So that's really cool. I got to meet one of my viewers today that lives about an hour and a half away. So thank you so much, Cynthia, for popping in. Her and her husband popped in, and she was super excited to be able to buy the candy bars since we're not shipping them during warm weather time. So she bought a whole bunch of the fun Hammond's candy bars, which will probably be for sale towards the end of September is probably when we'll start putting them back on. So. Because they just melt and don't turn out well in shipping right now. And so they will be available again towards that time. So don't worry, at Christmas time, you'll have plenty of candy bars to buy. So we have a few people online already.
We do. Linda Uzi says hello. John Smith says hello. Vicky Gower says hello. Thanks for all the laughs during yesterday's video. I needed that. Lori says hello from Mexico City, Mexico.
Yeah.
Susan Fruit says hi from Jackson, Tennessee. Len Gaines says hey from Arizona. Kelly Myers says hello. Amador says hello from Texas. Joe says, do you recycle your boxes? We reuse a lot of our boxes, yes. Joe, but sometimes they're so damaged that no.
Yep.
Donna says hi from Scotland.
Jill, Scotland. Awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Jill says hello from Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Kalamazoo? Jill, that's where I was born. Yes, it all started there.
There you go.
My dad lives in Kalamazoo.
Yeah. Janice says hello from San Antonio, Texas. Love your shows. Dale says hi from Texas. John Smith says he's from Norfolk, Virginia.
Awesome.
CD says, hey, y'all. Linda says, I want to see what you look like, Paul. No, you don't. Robin says, hello. I'm on plenty of the older videos, Linda, so you can jump back and look at that if you really want to.
Maybe I'll take the camera from him today and you can see what he looks
like. It's hideous. I don't even have my glasses.
Yeah, you don't have glasses right now.
I hope you're in focus.
No, he can see better than he's saying. All right, so this is our front window. I wanted to kind of sit here because I did a lot of work on it. We added quite a few more new things to the front window.
Yeah.
We have been selling tons of fun things. So some of the fun things that we sold today were, we sold a huge bedding set, which is always a good thing. We sold the princess table and chairs. Remember when we unboxed those?
Yeah, the unicorn.
Oh, unicorn. You're right. Unicorn table and chairs. We did sell the swamp cooler.
Yeah, we did.
Yep. That big,
we had a fantastic price, only $50 on that. Right. That was really good price.
We had this really tall trellis that I think I've shown you in videos before that was sitting right by the big picture window. That sold for $50 today.
Nice.
We also sold, wait for it, a Christmas snowman. Yes, it was a yard decoration Christmas snowman.
Well, people are thinking about that.
I guess. But it literally was hiding behind all of the Halloween costumes. I had to dig it off of a shelf because I couldn't even get to it. I had to move a bunch of racks of clothing just to get to it. So, but they knew, hey, if it's in this store, it's going to be a good deal. That's legitimately what they thought.
We had a few people look at Christmas trees today. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Renee says, hello, I love watching videos. Gives me tips for myself on selling. Thank you.
Awesome.
Dana Riley says hello from rainy Ohio.
Awesome.
It's been raining pretty much all day today. It's not raining now.
But thankfully, the building we're in has a huge overhang.
It really does, if you can kind of see that there.
So even though it was raining, we still were able to put all the furniture out in the front of the building.
Linda says, love your voice, Paul. Thanks a lot. Dog Point Movie says, hello, Paul and Heather. Yesterday was fun. You should do cabaret.
We were just back and forth.
Trucker Life says hello, love watching your videos.
Awesome.
Thanks for joining us. Robin says my husband loves the anime stuff. Thank you so much. Is that Robin that just bought all that?
Yes.
Really?
Robin was just here a minute ago. Hi,
cool.
Robin. Awesome.
Feels like we just saw you.
I know.
Haskell Burke says hello, Heather and Paul.
Hello.
Linda says people are getting ready for Christmas right now. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Pretty crazy. Linda says love the unboxings. Jen B says you two were so funny in your videos this week.
Awesome.
We're a little slap happy, really.
Yeah, we just lack of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ann Reynolds says hi, y'all, from Otto, North Carolina.
Awesome.
Very good. Robin says we will be back. And 4 smiley faces with glasses. Which is awesome.
Yes.
So we titled this store basically, or this video, what?
How to get people into your store.
Yep. So you want to talk about that a little bit? We got quite a few on.
So I got to work the front counter. A lot of times on Saturdays I'll have Lexi here, but she had a previous obligation, and so I was working the front counter. And one of the most common things that I heard from customers that walked into the store, especially ones that had never been in here before, was, I found you on Facebook. And so actually Robin actually found us on YouTube. And so that was awesome too. So I would say in order to get people into your location or to hear about your items, even if you're just an online seller, you need to utilize social media in some way, shape, or form.
I would say if you have any kind of brick and mortar, you're selling anything, you need to...
Social media.
Yeah, because there's so many. How many Facebook sites or Facebook groups are you involved with
that I share to?
Yeah.
Probably around 50.
Around 50. So
in each and every time I share,
pretty amazing.
I'm allowed
Heather's basically amazing, guys. That's what that means.
I share to, every time I'm allowed to share, I share to 20. So I try to share to the first 20, and then the next day that I post, I share to the next 20. And so I try to cover my bases with all of them. But I have about 50 yard sale groups. It takes me roughly about 30 minutes at the beginning of each day. But generally speaking, when we first open, we don't have a lot of customers right initially. Or if we do have a customer, they browse the store for 20 minutes. And so a lot of times we will definitely, that's when I do a lot of the sharing while they're browsing the store, just sitting at the front register. Yeah. So that's kind of fun. So definitely utilize social media. I am not very good at TikTok, although I have made some fun picture TikTok videos. They go really fast.
She's going to become a TikTok star. You just know it.
Yeah. And then my TikTok, when I make my TikTok videos, they share to Instagram. And so I utilize Instagram, TikTok. I occasionally do Twitter, not very much, just because I think that our store is much more visually based with a lot of the things. So you can't really share photos as much on there. So I utilize Facebook, obviously, and obviously YouTube. So that's one of the biggest things, and one of the reasons why a lot of people come in as first-time buyers into our brick and mortar store and also to our online store. I utilize business cards, so everybody who walks in walks away with a, hey, we're on YouTube and we're on line to the hookedonpickin.com store. So everybody's been getting a card so that they know that they can shop online as well. I offer suggestions on how to shop online. So I just say, hey, if you've got family out of town, you'll find similar items as when you're in the store, and you can ship them to your family. And so utilizing some sort of name recognition like that business card. Yes.
Okay, guys, if you have questions, please submit them here in the comment section. We'll try to get to them as quickly as possible. Let's see here. Jill Kane says, where is your store located, Heather?
It is in New Baden, Illinois. It's straight east of St. Louis, right up Interstate 64, and you can actually get off at the New Baden exit, Interstate 64. So we're about 30 minutes from St. Louis.
Let's see. H. Amador says, what time is your fire sale Monday?
Monday, it will probably be about 12:30. 12:30 is normally when we start the Monday fire sales.
Yep.
Between noon and 12:30. What I normally do is I will link the video 15 minutes prior to the sale on Facebook. And so check the Hooked on Pickin' Facebook page. Just keep refreshing it.
You always put a time on there too, don't you?
I usually, yes. When I link it on the Facebook page, it'll say noon or 12:30. So sometimes we can start early as noon, and sometimes 12:30. We might make it at noon today because we have a lot already set up for the fire sale.
Yeah.
A lot of times on Mondays, because of the busy weekend, we have not set up till Monday morning. And also patrons, be on the lookout. We'll send those first 30 photos pretty shortly. So I plan on, I'll probably send them today.
Cool.
Yep.
Linda says, I love going to thrift stores. I wish I could go to yours.
Well, you could just go to hookedonpickin.com because we're a fun discount store online.
Very good. Naomi says, hallelujah, it's hoodies and bonfire weather. Love fall.
Yes, it is.
Haskell says, the fire sale is at 12 noon Central Time. Linda says, I share you especially a fire sale, and I just shared you now.
Awesome.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you so much for sharing
Very kind.
our stream.
Craig Wolf says, hi, Heather and Paul. How are you guys doing? I'm finally home from the nursing home. All right, Craig. Good job.
That, Craig.
Vicky Gower donated $10. Says,
Aw,
enjoy
thanks.
a Coke on me.
Yes.
That's very nice, Vicky.
It'll keep us feisty for the next videos.
Yes. Jaxie says, happy weekend, Heather and Paul, and thanks so much for the fun unboxings. You guys are hilarious. Nice products as well.
Thanks.
Haskell says hello, Vicky. Vicky says hello, Haskell. So if you have questions about reselling, if you have questions about unboxings, if you have questions
about shipping, about platforms. I have sold, yeah. Which platforms have we sold on?
Poshmark, Amazon, of course, eBay,
Mercari,
Facebook Marketplace.
We've done Etsy before.
Done Etsy. Just about everything you can imagine. Mm-hmm. Okay, Jose says, what is your best tip on what to sell? Things that you love or anything good? Thank you.
Okay, so I definitely would say anything you have knowledge about is always a good thing to sell, just because it's going to take you less work in order to list it, because you know what you're looking at. But when you're in the reselling game, you have to sell things that you don't know what it is. And so I would say some of our hot sellers, clothing always sells if it's in larger sizes, such as size large and up. And just because they don't make as many in the larger sizes, so they're usually much more in demand. And then toys are a huge seller. And then anything that you have a niche that you know about, I would say is always also a good idea to sell in.
Lately, jewelry has been selling very well for us. Of course, we have very affordable jewelry.
Yes, we do.
You know, so that helps. My dad's been going to auctions. We've gotten some from liquidation. Mm-hmm. And, you know, nothing huge. We're not having like 24 karat gold diamond this or something.
Right.
But
we just sell fashion jewelry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And but that's been going very well. No, it's very light to ship. So Jose, I would consider that whatever you're going to sell, how are you going to ship it?
Yeah, make sure it's shippable. We stray away from selling anything with glass in it.
Yeah.
Even some of our really nice decorative pieces, even though they might be small enough to ship, we're just terrified to ship them. Now we are actually going to put a few glass pieces on the fire sale. True. Those little jars that had the corks, he did find the other pieces. They are stackable and they come up to a whole, like, actual, looks like a whole bottle. Yeah. You know, so that's kind of neat. Yeah.
Yeah, but is it going to break in shipping? And clothing has the biggest returns that you'll find. You will list all the measurements. You will list the size. They'll get it. They'll put it on. They'll go, hey, I'm a large and it didn't fit me, so this isn't true to size. Maybe you're not a large anymore. I'm just saying. You know, you don't want to be that guy. But sometimes...
You got to be that guy.
Sometimes I am that guy. Linda says, I bought something off of you on your store, going to buy more. I want the fire sale. Can't wait. Yep. Craig Wolf says, after being in there for 3 months on the plates made it, though I bought from you guys. Oh, the plates made it. Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Good. Haskell says, when is the next pallet unboxing?
So we do all of our pallet unboxings on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, because on Mondays and Wednesdays we do the fire sales, and then Saturdays we do the live stream chats. So the next pallet unboxing will be on Tuesday, but we have over 500 videos. So if you are in need of a pallet unboxing, just go to Hooked on Pickin YouTube channel. You will find an old one that you probably have not seen yet. There actually is a category that says unboxings, and you can just go there, look at the picture. If it's a pallet, that's a pallet unboxing. So go check out some of our old videos. They're also quite comical.
Let's see. Linda says, I go and Poshmark a lot.
Okay.
Very good.
Perfect.
Deanne says, do you ever reuse the bubble wrap you get from Pallets?
Absolutely.
Quite often.
Yes.
Quite often. Very rarely do I ever throw away bubble wrap.
Yes.
Dog Point Movies, the future. How do you see that a bigger store and candy store? Probably in the future. How do you see that? A bigger store and a candy store? What do you see in the future, Heather?
What do I see in the future? Well, right now, we're barely keeping up. But we're also running off to lots of different things. So I think when all of our kids leave, that might be when we feel like we have time. But I've heard that is never the case.
We looked at, what was that building over in St. Louis, the international headquarters for Hooked on Pickin'?
Oh yeah, there was
That
a
was
big
the, what, 30-story
yes.
building that was, it was available.
Yes.
It was available. It's
Would
probably
you come to my 30
couple of 5
story
million.
skyscraper?
I say we just constantly run a QVC style store online.
And the top 9 floors will be 9 days in a row fire sales.
Exactly.
Consistently being restocked.
Just
over
a
and
fire
over.
sale that never stops.
Yes.
You know, that's what we could have. Just constantly.
24-hour fire sale.
That's what QVC did, right?
It
The
is a
Home Shopping
24
Network. They just constantly sell you stuff the whole time. That could be.
1-800 in the next 15 minutes you will get.
we don't even have to dial 1-800.
I know.
Okay. Let's see. I'd love to do a candy store eventually.
Yes,
We'll see.
he would love to do a candy store. I think right now, until we get to the point where we are hiring employees, so our revenue stream has to probably increase just a little bit more. I'd love to be able to hire a full-time employee to maybe run the front counter so that we can always be focused on restocking inventory, YouTube, stuff like that. And so getting rid of a lot of the busy work. So if I had an employee, they could cut down boxes, they could do a lot of the shipping, some of that busy work that we don't like to do, to be honest, but is a necessary thing. And then being able to train someone who can do it the way we want them to, because we do take very good care of your products when we do ship them and all of that kind of things.
Thomas, great question. Best website / place to get new items in cases or pallets to resell?
Ooh.
Closeouts.
Closeout companies.
Closeout
Any
companies,
kind of
hands
closeout.
down.
Yep. There's a lot of closeout companies based in California, a lot of closeout companies based in larger cities like Chicago has a lot of them. Dallas had a lot of them. They have a lot of places have some of the closeout companies do have showrooms and stuff too.
Yep.
So
Thomas, I would say that liquidation is easy to get into.
But it's scary sometimes.
It's a little scary because of the condition at times. Sometimes you can find liquidation companies that promise you that it's new. And I would say it's about 90% correct on that. Mm-hmm. It's newish. Closeout companies, you can buy brand new stuff. There's a host of different closeouts, but you have to kind of work your own experience. And I can order pallets from liquidation company and have them to our store in usually 7 days. Closeout companies right now are historically, I make my order. It takes a week for them to even process my order. Another week to goof around with calling me and asking me if I want more stuff. And then finally, when I get my stuff, it's usually right about 2.5 weeks. That to me is frustrating, but it's part of the game I'm learning and trying to shorten that time.
Well,
it is what it is.
The fact that we can have multiples of things, like liquidation we love because it's always priced right and it's a mystery. But when you get closeout stuff, you can buy 10 of something, 20 of something, 30
Correct.
of something, so that's also a bonus too, because we hate it when we're on the fire sale and we only have one of something and we have a list of 20 people who want
Right.
it. We would rather, like, this fire sale is going to be awesome because if you have trouble getting in on the fire sale or being the first bidder or whatever, because of various
we have at
reasons,
least more than one of each
we have
item.
at least more than one of every item that's on the fire sale. We
Yep.
may have some of the vintage items, which we might have one of at the
Right.
end, but we will have a lot more multiples on this sale. And so this is a sale definitely to come to on Monday.
Sheila says, hi, Heather and Paul.
Hello.
Linda says, I want to buy some clothes. So far, but I don't know what I'm going to get and don't know if I'm going to like it, so I didn't.
Oh, some of our mystery
mystery
boxes.
stuff, yeah. Maureen says, have the retail outlet been all you expected? What has surprised you about basically having this store?
I think we're making a name for ourselves in the positive. When I go to sporting events and things like that, people recognize me from the store. I used to only be recognized as James, Lexi, and Faith's mom, and now I'm being recognized as, oh yeah, she's the one that runs the Hooked on Pickin' store.
Yeah.
So the community outpouring has been really awesome, being able to support other local businesses too. Like we had, some other people come in and say, hey, we're doing such and such. Can you let people know? And being able to just be a part of the community with that. Being able to talk to a lot of people about various different things that go on in their life. And the cool thing about the retail store is our store is set up as one that you just kind of hang out and browse. It's not a dash in, dash out kind of store. It's one that you purpose to spend some time in. And in doing so, you get to talk to people. And to be honest, a lot of people, when you say, hey, how are you today? they'll give you the plastic fine, but then as you get to talk to them, they really open up to you. And I've been able to really build some good relationships, counsel people through some stuff,
Yeah.
be a listening ear for someone who doesn't have anybody to talk to. I mean, that's been a really cool thing. Just getting to know the neighbors of this retail space has been really fun.
I think it's been really cool, almost ministry-esque. I know we're clearly selling people stuff. That's true, but we've lived in the community 10 years now, and we have talked to more people since April of opening the store than we had ever in any church function that I've ever done.
Yes.
So that's been really, really cool that way. That to us, that was the most surprising thing
That's
to me.
worth it to us, you know.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that since we've had the retail space, we've been able to uptick into a couple more fire sales. So we do 2 a week now. So just the space alone is worth it for us.
And it has really helped, Maureen, when we get an unboxing, these items that are just too big or too fragile or too breakable. And they used to just be considered a loss to us, or I wouldn't even attempt to buy that pallet. And now we have a place to buy it.
Yeah, like all of the wind spinners.
Or a place to sell it.
The huge wind spinners have all sold, the really big ones.
Linda says, thank you, Maureen. Ann says, what is the best place to get a pallet from? We went to a place where we could go to look at what was in the pallet, and we had to throw just about all away. The condition is always suspect.
So in a lot of liquidation places, you have various different conditions. It starts at the lowest with salvage condition. Then you have you've got some like uninspected returns, like is what bulk has. Then you've got some like new. Then you have brand new. And so it depends on the condition that you buy the pallets in. When buying online, we really like B Stock is one of our favorite liquidation pallet companies to buy from. That one, though, you do have to auction style bid on a lot of stuff. We have been really liking the bulk pallets as of late, just simply because they're pallets we never would have bought before, but because of the retail space, we now can, because of the bigger items. And so that's been a benefit to us.
Well, so we definitely don't just purchase anything.
Yep.
You really got to do your homework, and then the condition is what will kill you.
And looking at places that have manifests.
Yep.
Yep.
But I mean, if you have a place, Ann, where you were able to go and look at that pallet, just look around and try to think worst case scenario. If you just see a box, some of those places, they don't let you like pick up the item. You just have to look in. Get to know that person, the owner of that company, talk them up. You befriend that person, they'll start steering you towards the best stuff they've got.
Yep.
Linda says, pants, if you put them around your neck and corner to corner, touch them, they will fit you. I did not know that.
Yes.
That's cool. Derek says, hi from the UK.
Hello, hello.
Jaxie A says, Paul needs a candy store and an ice cream parlor. I would love a candy store and ice cream parlor, but I'm already a fairly large individual, and I would die of a massive sugar
diabetic coma.
Yes. Hey, we got 200 people on.
Awesome.
That's great. Thanks,
That's a lot
guys.
for just a live chat.
55 thumbs up, $10 donation.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you so much for the donation. That was
Yes.
nice. CD says, my biggest problem is finding product. Facebook has too many scams. Facebook. Oh, yeah. Those Facebook liquidation companies. No, do this, CD. Look at ASD Market Week. ASD Market Week. And if you can get a hold of just their...
liquidation companies or closeout companies?
They have a guide of who goes to their store. And then you just Google all the different liquidation company, all the different closeout companies. You find legitimate companies.
Because at ASD, they actually have to pay to get a booth, and
Correct.
They're vetted. And so it's
Right.
really nice to go to that list. You can actually find the vendor list.
And that is huge, CD, to find these people. Right now, bulk.com, they're legitimate. Sometimes the condition is less than desirable. Via Trading, if you're in California, very legitimate company. You can actually go there. And any company that you can actually go to their warehouse and look at the pallets, they're at least being upfront.
Yep.
You know?
Like bulk.com, you don't go in there to shop for the pallets, but they actually let us in there to film.
Yep.
And so if you're curious what it looks like on the inside, we do have some bulk.com
pretty
touring
old
a warehouse.
videos now,
They
but
are
they're-
old. Actually, the current warehouse that I have on video no longer exists because it was taken out by a tornado. And so they're in the next town over with a similar warehouse now.
Sherry Livingston says, the fall stuff behind Heather looks awesome.
Thanks.
Derek says, hi from UK. Just a Viewer says, howdy, y'all.
Hello, hello.
Craig Wolf says, hey, Heather, do you guys have any 4 or 5X clothes?
We do have some 4X. I don't know that we have any in the store. Usually we try to sell those on the fire sales.
Yep. Lovda says, hi, you two. God bless you both. My name is Lovda.
Awesome.
Jose says, where can I get new toys, a very good price to resell? Thank you for sharing all of your knowledge with us.
Okay, so anytime you buy a pallet that's new, you're going to pay more for it. So you have to have the market to be able to move the items. I would recommend if you're going to get a new pallet, look up the manifest and do your research on how much money you're going to make. Roughly speaking, when you buy a pallet, you make roughly 30% of what their retail MSRP is listed on the pallet. So that right there can give you an idea.
Jose, I give you one other idea and suggestion. It'll cost you a little bit more, but you're guaranteed to get brand new stuff, and then you have to figure out your market, what you could resell it for. But look at either Tundra, just Google Tundra.
Tundra.
Or look at Fair.
Faire.
Yep. And I will buy from wholesalers there, and you can get some toys there.
That are brand new.
They will always give you a MSRP, manufacturer's suggested retail price. Sometimes I cannot sell it for that. Matter of fact, I can almost never sell it for that. But you will find some good toy companies that you can find some nice stuff in box.
We've had stuff we've hit out of the park.
Yep.
And then we've had stuff where we just make our money back.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Just a viewer says, I like those pumpkins behind Heather.
Yeah, they're actually stoneware, so you can cook in them.
Linda says they're beautiful. Dog Point Movie says, missing the art pieces from wood are coming back. Missing the art pieces from wood. Are they coming back?
We have 2 art pieces from wood from the last 2 pallet unboxings that I think we're going to have on the fire sale.
Correct.
So I think we had a hummingbird one and a
might
tree
be talking about what my dad had built for Christmas and stuff.
Oh, yeah. We have nativities and...
he did the tomb for
Easter.
I'm sure they'll come back for that. Maureen says, that's great and surprising answer. Thank you. Judy says, hello all from Kansas. Diane gives you a little smile and a wave.
Awesome.
Linda says, hello, Kansas. Haskell says, are you going to be getting any Amazon customer return pallets? The Amazon customer return pallets, that via trading, that fashion pallet, Haskell, that's what that was.
Yep. Amazon
that's where they got that.
Returns.
Fizzy World 777 says, do you buy from California?
Yes.
Yes.
We buy from via trading.
How much is your average price on freight? Okay, that varies widely. If you can find shipping, if you're just doing
one pallet,
not a full truckload, then you're going to be around $200 shipping. If you're paying over that, you're getting a little gouged. If you're paying under that, you're doing well. If you buy a truckload, which is usually 24 pallets or more, you'll get it considerably lower than the 200. But you have to have the space for it.
Yep.
If that makes sense. CD says bulk shipping is outrageous. Bulk shipping is outrageous if you buy 1 pallet, CD. The more bulk has a deal where the more pallets that you buy
from the same warehouse,
the lower the shipping across the board.
Okay, you just bought 3 bulk pallets. What was your average?
I will never buy less than 3 bulk pallets.
Okay, so
and when I bought 3 bulk pallets, my shipping was $123 a pallet.
Yep.
But if I would have just bought the 1 pallet, my shipping would have been, I think, $467.
For 1 pallet.
Yeah, it don't make sense, but that is what it is.
So it's like $120 per pallet. So it's $120 times 3 pallets.
Correct. Correct. Linda says, doesn't a lot of retail stores have pallets? Yeah, every retail store has a liquidation company.
Yeah.
Lisa says, was it an adjustment having to travel to the store instead of walking next door? And do you relax more at home since there is more of a separation from work and home?
Yes. I would say so. I feel like when we're at the store, we're a lot more focused. We get things done, more done. I feel like we get more done. When we were next to the house, I would go back, like if I ran over to use a restroom, I would get distracted with things at the house and not come back for like an hour. Like, oh, I got to throw this load of laundry in and I got to do this and I got to do this and I got to do this. Does my house stay cleaner? Probably not because I'm never there.
We have 3 teenagers.
We have 3 teenagers.
Our house is not going to be clean until they leave.
Yes. So I would say that we do relax when we do go home. The question is, do we go home?
Yeah. This is true. Dana Riley donated $20.
Awesome.
Says coffee and ice cream is on me. Enjoy. Very
I'm gonna
kind.
stop and get a coffee on the way home, I think.
It's a great idea.
I need a coffee today.
Diane says, where do I buy your stuff? If I want it, please tell me. I want to buy your products. Thanks.
Okay, so we have two different ways to purchase. The easiest and quickest, and you can go right this second to hookedonpickin.com. So just like it's spelled, HOOKEDONPICKIN. No G on the end of that, Pickin. All right, .com. So you can go straight there. We have a whole bunch of products for sale. Just throw it all in your cart and check out, and it'll be on your way. And we usually ship within 2 days. That's usually our plan, is to ship within 2 days. And then the other way that you can get some of our products is to attend our fire sales, in which we would need your mailing address, your name, and all your customer information loaded onto Hooked on Pickin. If you've already bought a Hooked on Pickin, then we have all your information except for your YouTube nickname. Okay, so if you've already bought off hookedonpickin.com, then you already have a customer account, and then we just need to attach the nickname. All right, so if you want to buy on the fire sale, you just attend on Mondays and Wednesdays live at noon Central Standard Time. So Central Time, noon, and then I go over all the rules right at the beginning on how to participate. I would recommend, if you've never attended a fire sale, watch one of our old fire sale videos, because I go over all the rules at the beginning, and then you can watch the live chat and see how people participate. So that's what I would always recommend if you want to attend one. Watch an old one to kind of see how it works. But the easiest way is go straight to hookedonpickin.com, buy some stuff.
Linda donated $5.
Awesome.
Thank you, Linda.
Lots of donates today.
I know, it's awesome.
That's because we had some crazy videos the last couple days.
We're going to Sunday after church. We're going to Texas Roadhouse.
Yep.
Good eats at Texas
We're
Roadhouse.
going to take Dad out.
Yeah. Well, Dad and Mom, if Mom's able to come. Don't know if she will be. And then I think we're going over and playing cards with them after that, because we don't have evening service this Sunday.
And then Monday after the fire sale, my dad's coming to town.
Yeah.
Yep. He hasn't been here in a long time.
Been a while.
Faith was little.
Yeah, that's true.
Faith was like a little
Well, he
baby.
lived in St. Louis for a while.
Yeah, he did.
Marie says, hello from Belgium.
Hello, hello.
Melissa says, hello, I love hearing about what sells in the store.
Awesome.
Mad Hatter says, how do I register for the fire sale? I think you just explained that a second ago.
If you have any questions, you can always send me an email, and I'll give you a detailed description.
Correct. Joni McClellan says, any more unboxings before Monday's fire sale?
No, we do not do a video on Sunday. We'll do Monday's fire sale, and the unboxings are Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yep. But Dad brought some of his auction stuff today.
Ooh,
so it was fun.
So those will be a mystery. We
could actually show them some of the stuff from the auction at least. Deborah says, hey guys from Mississippi.
If you want to see the auction stuff, let us know.
Yeah, if you want to see the auction stuff, let us know. Let's see. Deborah, hey guys from Mississippi. Jay McCriff says, greetings from Montgomery, Alabama. Forgive me for butchering anyone's name. Zophie's World 777 says, thank you, Heather and Paul. I asked to see if I can send you an email for new merchandise, pallets, and returns our company in California. If you sell stuff, yeah, always send me information. Deanne Smitherman says, I first learned of Dami from a way earlier video from your yard. Ordered me some from Amazon. Sorry, I loved it. Sweet.
Awesome.
Sunshine Badges Moore says, off at another POW wow week. What? I can't read anymore. Today we made enough to pay our table, hotel, and supper, and a bit more tomorrow is bonus gravy. So
Sunshine is probably selling some stuff, and they had a really good day.
Some good
That's
stuff.
what we're going to surmise that your auto-corrected comment happened to be.
Or you're selling gravy. Hazel says, hello from Western Australia. Jaxie says, ham and chocolate coming soon? Yes.
Yes.
As the weather starts to cool off, we get more ham and chocolate, then we can ship it better.
Also, I think we'll talk to Mama's Kitchen. We might be having some fudge again.
Good deal. Len Gaines says, of course we do. We like to see everything. Andy, yeah, poor Andy. He says, any word on the magic cards? Look, just Andy, stare into her eyes.
I'm so bad at that. Andy, I'm the worst. I'm just going to say it right now. I'm the worst.
Stare into her eyes,
okay.
Andy.
I'm going to go home right after this and
she's not going to do it, Andy. Stop. She's going to say she's going to do it. She's not going to do it. Zophie's World says, okay, thank you. I like to ask first. Hope to get you better prices. God bless. Have a great weekend.
Andy, Send me an email with your cell phone number.
Andy says, "Do it this time."
Okay,
Just,
Andy.
Andy,
Send me
stare at
an
her,
email with a cell phone number, and I will FaceTime you, and we will look at all the cards like that.
Oh, that's a good way
That's
to do
gonna
it.
make it a lot easier than me trying to take pictures because I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't play Magic, but my brother did.
Andy might be like, "You're a creepy lady. I don't want to FaceTime you." Might think you're not a real person.
So just shoot me an email, and
Andy says works for me.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, good deal. Joanne says, "Hello from Ohio. Love the fire sales."
Awesome.
Maureen says, "Is your mom unwell? Give her our blessings." My mom has
Myasthenia gravis.
Myasthenia gravis. So she has good days and bad days.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to her. What was it? Wednesday?
I talked to her yesterday. She was doing good.
One of the days I got a haircut and my glasses broke, so I was coming home from the eye doctor about all that stuff, and then talked to mom. She was having a good day.
It made it sound like your haircut broke your glasses the way you said it. That is not what happened.
Sorry. I ran that together.
My glasses broke.
I went to get an eye appointment. I expected to be much longer. Therefore, I went and looked at my watch and I went, I have time to get a haircut. And then I checked Great Clips and it was 0 wait time. And I almost pooped my pants and said, yes, it's time to get a haircut. And I went and got a haircut. And I did not poop my pants.
And he still doesn't have glasses because he has to wait 2 weeks.
Yep. It was an eventful time coming home from St. Louis. I couldn't read any of the signs while I was driving, but I could see large objects coming at me.
Oh, his
That's
eyesight,
all you really need.
Listen, his eyesight is not that bad. He just basically wears them so his eyes don't get tired as much.
Shara Grossman says, please show us a preview of the fire sale and hello from Oklahoma. Well, the patrons always get to see the first 30 items, but
we'll show you some of the auction stuff
show you the auction stuff.
But we're not sure what we're going to put on the fire sale. It may or may not be on this week's fire sale. But
he found some old jars of marbles, and I don't know anything about marbles. I know that people go nuts for them, so that could be interesting. Let's see here. Oh, Deborah says, I love all the stuff on the last 2 pallets, especially the wall hanging from Plow and Earth. Mm-hmm. Yes. Haskell says, I'll see you guys later. Alice says, hello, Heather and Paul. Are you two not dealing with Amazon, eBay any longer?
We do a little bit of eBay, but we mostly just sell everything on hookedonpickin.com and through the fire sales.
We have far better profit margins selling it cheaper than Amazon
to
on
me,
our own site.
In comparison to what we have to deal with on Hooked on Pickin', which is me. I'm the boss. I can do what I want.
Bam, she said it.
Boom. And Amazon, I have to adhere to all these rules that change every 2 seconds. So
and we don't want to do that no more.
We don't want to do it anymore. So
it was hard to scale up our business doing it that way. Darlene raises her hand twice, says hi from Calgary, Canada.
That's what she did.
Sweet. Okay, you want to go look at that real quick, and then we'll probably hop off here shortly. All right, she went that way. I'm gonna stand. If you hear groaning noises, that's just me standing.
Okay. So we can show you a little bit of the store too. So we've got all of our costumes and Halloween stuff there.
Boom.
Yep. So
Heather's done a fantastic job of that.
All right, and then here's all the stuff we usually keep outside.
Yep. We brought it in.
Yep. Here's the little kitchen.
The little kitchen. Our son built that.
Isn't it
Looks
adorable?
Great. It was just in that brown box. It never would have sold that way.
Where's the salt and pepper? Somebody put them up here.
You know, sometimes you gotta have salt and pepper. There you go. Very good.
All right, then we have.
You sold these unboxed. These aren't going to be on the fire sale because the box is too big. Mm-hmm. Too big for anything that we can really ship.
Yep.
Lots of jewelry.
Yeah, lots of jewelry. We have that solar globe thing I hung here. So that's going to be only in the store.
That's sunflower stained glass. That's really cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
I like that.
And then what else did we have? Oh, we built the lamp all the way in the back. The bronze looking lamp.
You want to open the door for me there?
Yeah. We'll go ahead and show you some of the auction finds.
Okay, get ready to look at the hoard. The hoard. Oh, these are the next 3 pallets that we'll be unboxing.
Yep, we just got them.
So one of these is kitchen and home, and the other 2 are the brown one's miscellaneous, and that one I can't remember right now what it is.
I thought it was just like the plow and hearth stuff.
I think you're right.
I think it's like the one that we've been.
Jaxie says store looks great, guys.
Thanks.
This is what Dad brought today. So all kinds of this stuff. He brought a very old radio. Never heard of this radio before.
Gillifin?
Gillifin.
Gilfillan.
Yeah. The cord's a bit roached. You would have to replace the cord, but just kind of neat.
It's a neat, very kind of period piece.
Yeah. Andy said just sent you a email.
Great.
So these were the as soon as I saw these, I'm like, this looks cool. Whole bunch of marbles, but somebody will have to tell me, how do you know if they're expensive marbles or not?
These are really big marbles. Look at
The
those.
jar is
these
old.
These are the steely size ones.
Yeah, these are like what? The big ones, the shooters or whatever?
Yeah, the shooters.
Even the jar is a bicentennial jar. Bicentennial celebration jar. Let's see. Pellegrina says, where are you located?
New Baden, Illinois, 30 minutes straight east of St. Louis, right off Highway 64. Look at this jar.
Yep. Now, I know these are just fashion stones. Sometimes they put them in like flower vases. Yeah. They put them in, I've seen those in like fish tanks before.
Look at all the jewelry.
Tons of jewelry.
See, this is what Paul's mom does.
This is how it comes. My mother does a great job. She goes through after Dad comes home from an auction, and that's what she does. She writes, she'll look up just about everything on eBay, and she kind of goes off eBay prices, which is pretty right on, you know. And she's gotten used to looking at the completed listings on eBay, and
she does her research.
Tons of jewelry.
Yep.
We could just sell jewelry for days.
Yep.
That's pretty. Dad comes with some great prices. And most of the time when he buys at auction, initially he pays quite a bit of money, you know, because they lot all of the jewelry together at the place he goes to. But as well, this one had a spider on it, if I'm thinking right. Look at that. Isn't that kind of creepy, ain't it? And then if you look at this box here, I looked at it earlier. Check that box out. I think this is really pretty. Look at that. With the matching earrings.
It's clip-ons.
These are glass beads.
Yeah.
That's really neat. That's a neat necklace, that stuff.
Oh, look, there's a picnic basket.
That, I believe, is a Longenberger, if I'm saying that right. Most of the time, these baskets will be signed.
This one says Longenberger on it.
Yep. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Longenberger basket, hand-woven. GAB 1995, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
So, neat stuff.
It is.
Very neat stuff in there. And let's see, if you move that, I haven't even looked in that box there to see what else he's got in there. But, this looks like all kinds of, what's that? Fabric, needlepoint fun. Some kind of needlepoint stuff. And then, what is this thing? Oh, look at that clock. That's a sweet looking clock. It's a sessions clock. Self-starting sessions clock. Look at that. Probably made in the USA. Back when we used to make stuff, kids. We don't make stuff no more. More baskets down there. That'll be nice. What is this here? What in the world is that? Outdoor fun for everybody.
Bring on the night and let the fun begin.
Are those
bocce balls that glow in the dark?
They're bocce balls that glow in the dark. That's amazing. Anyway, random stuff.
Look at this thing. That looks old, doesn't it? It's very light.
What is that?
It's like a wooden cheese board, it almost looks like, doesn't it?
A wooden cheese board.
It's really light. Anyway.
Annie8161 says, I lost my marbles. We found them.
We found them. They're right here.
Doreen says, do you ship to Calgary, Canada?
Yes. Now, shipping is going to be roughly, this is international shipping I'm talking about, not USA. International shipping, if you had bought just a jewelry piece, you're going to pay at the least probably around $15. Most of the time, we ship it through United States Postal Service because you don't have to, according to some of my other international customers, you don't have to pay those extra customs fees, and it comes faster if you go regular post office. But if it's a jewelry piece, $15 to $30. If you buy anything heavier, like if you bought the jar of marbles, you're going to pay probably $30 to $60 is going to be your shipping cost, international shipping for Canada. And sometimes it translates to other countries as well about those same prices. But if you ever go on to hookedonpickin.com, when you load your cart, it'll give you prices and you can choose your shipping rate there. And so that'll give you an idea based on the size of the item, how much your shipping is going to be. USA is typical shipping costs. Piece of jewelry, it's going to go first class, anywhere from $3 to $5. And then anytime you go priority mail, it starts around $8 to $9 and then goes up from there.
Sherry Livingston says, you are saying it right, Paul, for the baskets. They are great baskets. My mom has both of those baskets.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Okay.
And so we get random things. He's got books and different stuff. I haven't looked at any of this stuff, but down here, these things are neat here. He's been getting a lot of this paper stuff that I find fascinating.
Advertising.
Yep, Ramford baking powder. And I did not realize how many people were buying this from us and then turning them into craft projects. Like, they like... cut
out the picture.
Hodgepodge. That's not
Modge
right.
Podge.
Modge Podge. They Modge Podge that onto something, people, it gets hip and trendy, and they upcycle it and stuff. And then they have this. These are neat. This looks like something out of like, I don't know, what was that video game that James got into for a while? Fallout?
Yeah.
Looks like something you would see there. And it's old. And then, probably 50s, 60s. And then it's just the needles.
But look at the cool artwork.
Yeah. The artwork is really neat on it.
Ooh, that side is really pretty.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. So we gave you a glimpse. We showed you a few of the things that, we built that were from the other pallets. And so we're really excited. So things are going really well. Any more questions that we want to field? So thanks for joining us. Thanks also for a lot of the donates. We're definitely going to use that for some extra caffeine and all that fun stuff. We'll see you on Monday at noon Central Standard Time. Check the Facebook page if you want to find the link. Also, I usually email the link to you, but sometimes the email is a bit delayed. So best way to make sure you don't miss any of the videos is hit that notification bell. If you haven't been getting notifications, turn it off, turn it back on, and you'll get notified whenever we go live or if we're sitting in the queue to go live. So thanks so much for joining us. And of course, remember in the end, Jesus wins.